I'm glad we got that meeting together last night. But it really shouldn't have come to that. We should be able to trust the teachers and principal of a school to enforce the rules fairly and protect us from bullies. You seem like such a nice girl. My mother was worried you might be a bully or even a gang member. Yeah, well, I did join a gang when I was in 5th grade. This older girl named Martha said I could join with her and she would protect me. But then she turned out to be a bully against those outside the gang, and she and the others were actually criminals. I got arrested a couple of times, and then my mother's had to straighten me out. I eventually exposed Martha and got her gang busted up. I wasn't trying to be a bad person, but I was confused because Martha took advantage of me. You learned from your mistakes. And so did Samir. I felt so good after putting an end to Martha's gang, and also when I beat on Ted Wilson. He was a menace in elementary school, but I feared him just as I feared Martha. But no one will ever frighten me again. You think Ted Wilson could also become a better person? No. Not as long as his father enables his bullying out of a misguided sense of love for his son. That's the difference between me and him, really. My mothers disciplined me themselves and made sure I understood clearly why what Martha and the others were doing was wrong. And they were not hypocrites themselves, so I remained loyal to them.
I was shocked when Ophelia hit me in front of my father at the restaurant. I apologized already for offending her.
Don't be ridiculous. If you apologize purely to avoid punishment, then your apology wasn't sincere. You should be glad your father told you to apologize. If he hadn't, we might have punished you even worse. You mean like what we intend to do to Ted Wilson? I'm guessing this Ted Wilson is a chronic bully? I heard about what happened at the cafeteria last week, and Principal Wilson was saying you suddenly assaulted his son, Carrie. Was that not true? You and your big mouth. He was trying to rob Samir of his lunch money, but I stopped him. I think picking fights with robbers and other crooks should be tolerated, even in school. But taking justice into your own hands can also cause problems. What if an innocent person is accused of a crime and punished by a mob of vigilantes? That's also bullying and being criminal. Now what?
Attention all students and teachers of the school. This is Principal Wilson speaking. During third period, you all must gather in the auditorium for a special presentation. This is mandatory.
Last year he had 7 such conferences, and he repeatedly interrupted our class schedules instead of planning them well in advance. What will this one be about?